Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to show you how to embed a Google map with no API key, and it's a live map here. If I click on it or hold Control, you can zoom in, zoom out, and as you can see, it's a live Google map. Really easy to do, so let's get started. I'm going to go over to Google Maps, just type in Google Maps in Google, put in whatever address you want, get to where you want, zoom in or zoom out. I've got JFK Airport here. When you're happy, go down. There's a little share button right here. Click on the share button and you'll find embed a map and send a link. We're going to hit embed a map. There's a little button there to copy the HTML, or you can select and copy manually if you wish. Once you've got your HTML, let's go to our page here. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And let's add a new section. And I'm going to put in a single column and a code module. Inside the code module, I'm going to paste that HTML we copied. Control V to paste, or right click and hit paste. And there's our little map down there. Let's just save this. I'll get rid of this section up the top here. Okay, once it's in there, it's actually everything you want, but it doesn't stretch to the full width of my little module there. If you want a smaller module, that's fine. But if you want to edit it so it stretches to the full width of whatever container you want it in, which is what I want for this particular one, go back into your code module, and if we look at this code, we've got width down here. I'm going to change that 600 to 100%. 100%. As you can see, that's now filling up the whole of our row there, which is great. To take it a step further, I want this row to be full width so it stretches from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen on whatever device we were looking at. So let's do that with our row. We're going to go up into the row, green tab for a row, blue for a section, dark tab for a module. I'm going to go into the row, I'm going to go over to design and then sizing. Width, I'm going to drag that up to 100%. I'm going to copy the 100%, Control C. I'm going to paste it down below in max width, Control V to paste, or you can type it in manually if you want. Now our map is stretching from one side of the screen to the other, which is great. I want to take any gap away at the top and the bottom. You can either click and drag to take padding away or add padding, or you can go into the module. Let's go into the section, over to design, spacing. Just simply put a 0 in top and bottom. Just need to put the 0 in, not the pix. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side view. And we'll do exactly the same for the row, the green tab right there. Over to design and spacing. And again, put a 0 in. So we've now got a full width live Google map on our site. Once you've got it in there, you can style it however you want with the great Divi filters and things like that. If we go back in there, go over to design, you've got some filters here. You can change the hue, get some crazy colors going. Saturation brings out the color, or you can turn it completely black and white if you like a black and white version. Brightness, obviously, is going to brighten it up or darken it down. Contrast is going to make the dark darker and the white whiter. You can invert it, which will cause some crazy colors also if you slide the slider up there. It's kind of a nighttime type map there. In fact, I quite like that nighttime map with a bit of contrast and even a bit more saturation. That's really bright there. If we bring that back though, invert, take it back to how it was, take our saturation down a bit. Another great feature that you've got with the filters here is Sepia, which will turn it into an oldie style, like old type map. Gives it that sort of yellow hue right there. Opacity, that's transparency. It's just going to make it transparent, disappear into the background. Not going to use that one today. And blur, probably not going to be a good feature for it. You could set up a blur hover effect by hitting the little arrow, and this is common to all Divi modules. If you hover over the dark writing, you'll find some icons there. If there's a little arrow there, you can set a desktop state, which is when your mouse is not on it, and a hover state, which is when your mouse is on it. So on desktop, perhaps you could have a little bit blurred like that, and then when they hover on it, you could have it nice and sharp like that. But for my purposes, I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I will pop it back to the invert right there. Bring that saturation up a bit. And the contrast. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, let's save our changes here. You can save draft or publish your page. I'm going to go ahead and publish. And let's exit the Visual Builder. And there's our map. If I click on it and hold Control, I can scroll in, scroll out to your heart's content. You can move it around by clicking and dragging it where you want. That's a nice little feature to have on your website. Now, had we used the Maps module to do this, you would have had to put an API key in from Google, which is really easy to do. We've got videos on that, but this just saves that one step. So you can do it without an API key. As you can see, this is a live online website up here. Let's just open it in an incognito tab, make sure everything's going to work. So I'll copy that URL, we'll open a new incognito tab and paste it in there. And there we go, we've got our live Google map. So there you go, guys. There's how to add a live full width Google map to your website without having to use an API key. Like I say, that's a nice feature to have on your site. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.